Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. This year should be a special schus, the Refuas, Rachel Frodel Bas Devar Peril, and Rafal Chaim Dov ben Risa Shoshana, and Miriam Baschaya, Rabbi Shal Mordechai Ezra, ben Rachel Dvar, Avram Yosef, ben Chana, Esther Bas Naomi Sarah. They should all have bracha v'hatzlacha v'chol ma'aseidem brius hashleima, and the topic of the shir is hachramas Shiva Ammimin and Mechiyas Amalek, the Rambam. In the fifth parak of Hilchos Malacha Malacha Daled writes, Mitzvah sesed hachrim Shiva Ammimin shneimar hachrim tacharimim kol shebal yado echad mem v'lo hargo ever beloy sesei shneimar lo sechaya kol neshama v'kvar avad zichron. So the Rambam writes that there is a mitzvah to destroy the seven nations, Hacharim Tacharimim, the seven nations that inhabited Eretz Yisrael back in the times of Yeshua. And if one of them comes to your hand and the person doesn't kill them, he's over in a losa say, says lo sechaya kol neshama. We don't know who they are anymore, but kvar avad zichron. And Halacha Hey, the Rambam says v'chein mitzvah esei la'abed zecher Amalek shene'amar timcha es zecher Amalek. Hamavur midivrei harambam, that is a chiluk. Says Hagon of Avram Gorevich, we're basing our shir in his sefer, that there's a chiluk between the Zayin Ammimin and the Din Amalek. That with respect to the Zayin Ammimin, the Rambam writes that if somebody comes into our hands, Chayav Lahargoy, Masha Enkem, when it comes to Amalek, the Rambam doesn't say that Ba Echad Liyado Chayav Lahargo. And we have to understand why. Lefi Pshuto would appear that Be'emes Gam Legabe Amalek, this Din was said that a person's Chayav Larog Kol Amaleki Shabali Yadoi. And it's Mavur B'Lashon Rambam Halacha Hey V'chein Mitzvah Essay La'abed Zecher Amalek. So it's Mashma the Din Mechiyas Amalek is like the Mitzvah Essay of Hachramas Zayin Ammimin. V'chein Mitzvah Essay La'abed Zecher Amalek. That's the V'chein. So we can say that also includes that one has to kill any Amaleki that's Bali Yadoi. And it would also appear that's the Mashmos of the Smag. Mitzvah Essay Reish Chav Hey Reish Chav Vav V'chom Ish Bali Yadoi Echad Min Shiva Ammimin V'Lohargo Ever V'Lois to say. Anybody, if one of the seven nations comes into his hand and he doesn't kill him, he's over in a to say. Kishem shenimcha shivas Ammimin kach nitztavu Yisrael limchois zecher Amalek. So just like we erased the seven nations, so to Amalek, and this mitzvah is only noeg limos haMashiach la'achar kibush haaretz ayin sham v'divrei hasmag. So it's mashma that only the gabe dover zeh bilvad. Only the Gabe, the fact that it's Noeg Limos HaMashiach, that Mechiyas Amalek is only Noeg Limos HaMashiach. Masha Ein Kain, Zayin Ammimin is Noeg, if we know they are from this Manazeh. And also he writes that the Zayin Ammimin, Kvar Nimcha Zichor Mitachas HaShamayim. He doesn't say that about the Amalekim. But otherwise, Beguf HaMitzvah, that a person's Chayav Larog, Kol Shabali Yado, they're equal, and it applies to both. Kachay and Nira Lefi Pshuto, but it's not so pashut. Because really, maybe they're fundamentally different, because it says in Sanhedrin, Daf Chaf Amud Beis, Tanya, Rabbi Yosef Omer, Shalosh Mitzvahs Nistavi Yisrael B'Knisosim La'aretz. One of them is Lahamid Lahem Melech, one of them is Lahachris Zari Shal Amalek, and one of them is Livnois Beis HaBechira. So we have three mitzvahs: to appoint a king, to destroy the seed of Amalek, and to build the Beis HaMikdash. So we have to be ma'ayin. Why do we also not include the mitzvah la'abed Shiva Ammimin? Why only mitzvah l'achar zar shel Amalek? What about the Shiva Ammimin? That mitzvah, they were also mitzvah b'knisasam la'aretz, and this is a ha'ara nechoina. So, not only that, but we were also mitzvah b'mitzvah hatliyas ba'aretz, true mitzvahs v'chadayim. So why did Rabbi Yossi mention those among the mitzvahs that are there? But the pshat is that like Hani mitzvahs, with respect to these mitzvahs, we can say that Rabbi Yossi was enumerating the mitzvahs that are a chovis tzibur kulai. Like the Rambam writes, "B'sof minyan ha-mitzvah esei, shestakel kol elu ha-mitzvah shekadim zichor mato, shetimtza mehem mitzvah shem choiva, ala tzibur lo akol ish v'ish, k'mo binyan beis ha-bechira v'akomas melech v'achores zara shel Amalek." So the Rambam was saying, some mitzvahs are mitzvot tziburiyot, they apply to the community. One of them is hachores zara shel Amalek. Mashenkein shar mitzvah tliyus baretz, these are chovis yochid v'yochid, And wegen dem redt nicht Rabbi Yossi wasn't talking about such mitzvahs, but lefi pshuto. Also the mitzvah la'abed Shiva Ammimin, that's also mitzvah hamutelas al hatzibur kulo, like the mitzvah of Mechiyas Amalek. So why did Rabbi Yossi not enumerate the mitzvah of Mechiyas Amalek? So mitzvah Tliyas Baritz we understand, but what about mitzvah Mechiyas Amalek? So maybe we can say that Rabbi Yossi was only considering those mitzvahs, was only mentioning those mitzvahs that we are mischayiv behem achar knisasam la'aretz, and that excludes mitzvahs kibush haaretz v'yeshuva. In other words, that's what it means. B'knisasam la'aretz means after we capture Eretz Yisrael and we settle Eretz Yisrael, we're chayiv in these mitzvahs. But this mitzvah of Ibud Zayin Ammimin, that's Chelek Me'etzem HaKibush. And therefore Rabbi Yossi didn't mention it because it's part and parcel of the original Kibush. But there's also not so pashut. Because we find another Chilek, Sefer HaChinuch, mitzvahs essay, mitzvah, it doesn't do essays and essays, it does mitzvah straight, mitzvah Tov Reish Gimel, the mitzvahs Zechiras Maisa Amalek, Shreit the Chinuch, V'noi Hegetz mitzvah Zu b'chol makom v'chol zman b'zecharim, ki lehem la'asas ha'mulchama, so this mitzvah is for the males and it's not for the females because the males are the ones who wage war. Milchemes Amalek is a male-oriented mitzvah. However, by mitzvah Zayin Ammimin, mitzvah Tov Chav Hey, writes the Chinuch, V'noi Heges mitzvah Zu b'zecharim u'v'nekevois b'chol makom b'chol zman sheyesh b'yadeinu lahargam. This mitzvah is noeg for males and for females, in every place, wherever we are able to kill them. So we see that lahedya, that this mitzvah, even in Nashim, are chayavos ba. So we have to understand, women are not b'nei mulchama, so what's pshat that women are chayav in hachromas zayin ammimin, and therefore it would appear that we can say as follows, that even yes, there's a din mulchama b'zayin ammimin, but there's also a chiyav kol yochid v'yochid larog u'la'abed zayin ha'ammimin, because the Gabei Amalek, there's a chiyav only ala tzibur kuloi, umidin milchama. There, women are not mechuyavos because women are not benos milchama. Masha'enkin, when it comes to the din of zayin amimim, there's a chiyuv akol yochid v'yochid. Like the Rambam writes, kol shabali yodo echad mehem v'lo hargo over beloisisei. So here there's a chiyuvas yochid, and not only a din milchama, and that's shaykh even the Gabei Noshim, that we find, for example, that Yael killed Sisro, Yehudis on Chanukah. So therefore the Chinuch writes that women are also commanded in this mitzvah. And the Chinuch writes like the Rambam at the end of the mitzvah, in other words, Ba'echad liyado, and he could have killed him and he didn't. He's over on an essay, he's mevatel an essay of Hachrim Tachrim. And he's over on the lab of Leisachaya Kol Neshama. And so he writes in mitzvah, Taf Kuf Chav Ches. Now, Legabe mitzvah Mechiyas Amalek, which is mitzvah Tov Reish Dalet in the Sefer HaChinuch, b'tfusim shelefanenu, he doesn't write Kol Shabali Yado Echad Mehem that he's Chayiv Lahargo, but in Tfusim Chadoshim, in the new print of the Sefer HaChinuch, he writes this. Ubemes ki gam kol yachid mi Yisrael azachar muta lahargo malabdim in ha'olam meish koach b'yadam chol makom chol zman. So there he does write it, so it would depend on whether we go by the old fuss or the new fuss. For the Rambam, there's taka chiluk, and between Mechiyas Amalek and Zayin Ammimin, that Zayin Ammimin is kol shabali yadu echem and v'lo hargo. Amalek is a din on the tzibur, whereas the chinuch agrees with him in the old fuss, and in the new fuss, we see a different mahalach that it even applies that everyone has to, everyone's mechuyev himself, la'arog, applies to every yachid. More likely the old fuss is correct, that the chinuch gait mit Rambam, Tziga. He went with the approach of the Rambam. In the Kiryas Sefer, al Rambam, Ilchot Malachim, he writes, Tzar Shin and Zayin Shalei, Achiyoysim, Utilsi Lo Schai Kol Neshama, Chol Shabali Yadu Echem, and Belargo Over Belav Zeh, Chsiv Kol Neshama, the Mashma Filu Neshama Achas. So that it says that everybody is chayiv to kill every member of the Zayin Ammimin is a diuk in the pasuk Lo Sechaya Kol Neshama, but that doesn't say that by Amalek. So therefore, you see there's a chiluk between the Zayin Ammimin and Amalek. So if that's true, we understand Rabbi Yossi now. Rabbi Yossi, who only mentions Mechiyas Amalek and not the Ariga Zayin Ammimin, because he's only talking about Choyves Tzibur and not Choyves Yachid. Choyves Mechiyas Zayin Ariga Zayin Ammimin is also a Choyva and the Yachid. And to explain the reason why they're different, the Rambam writes in essay Kuf Pei Tes, Shetzivanu Lizkor Ma She'asa Lanu Amalek B'Akdima Lahara Lanu V'Lisno Yisrael B'Chol Eis V'Eis V'Nor Nefashis B'Ma'amarim Lilochim Bo She'Tishkach HaMitzvah L'Tuchel She'Sin Asa V'Techser Mei Nefashis L'Marech HaZman Alei Tira Shmuel B'Aschil Lasis Mitzvah Zois Eich Asa Shu Zachar Tchila Ma'aseh Hara V'Achach Tziva L'Har goes in Dafka Tehid Amalek. That's what Shmuel did. First he mentioned how evil Agag was, and then by Shasef, and only then he killed him. But first he said that you made so many widows. So, same thing's not going to be done to you. Your mother's also going to be losing you. And so writes the Chinuch and Mitzvah Tafresh Gimel, Shenetzavenu Lizkor Ma'asa Amalek, Yisrael Shishchel Izgaris Bam B'Tzeisim Mitzrayim, Terem Nasegoyim Amlocha Yadu Aleim. You have to remember what they did. Remember how evil they are. So the Egerchi of Mechiyas Amalek is about what they did to us in the past. And this is a din nekama, like he writes. So we have to finish them off because of what he did. And he writes to Inyan Asiyas Muhammad V'nikmas Ha'oyev. The Rambam also writes in the Moran Avuchim and Chelek Gimel Perak Mem Aleph. That in of din b'Rishayim, but din nekama, Mashenke mitzvah ibud hariga zayin Ammimin. Rambam writes in Sefer Mitzvahs. Why? Shem shirish avodah zara v'yisodim harishon. That's the root of avodah zara. So there, it's not a din, and also kadesh lo nilmad b'maaseim. There, it's not a din of nekama. There, it's a din in getting rid of avodah zara that we don't learn from their deeds. So now we understand the chiluk that if it's a din in Nekama, so that's a war that's taken out by the nation. That's not a yachid. The nation has to carry out the punishment. When it comes to not learning from their ways and getting rid of what is zara, that is going to be on the yachid, that is even going to be on the nashim. Another difference in Mechiyas Amalek and Mitzvah Chorma Zayin Ammimin. The Rambam writes in Kuf Pei Zayin, Shetzivanu Larog Shiva Ammimin Sheish V'Eretz Kanaan U'La'abdam U'amar Yis'al Ha'achorim Tachawimam U'Molchamtam Milchemes Mitzvah. There's Milchemes Mitzvah to kill the Shiva Ammimin, and so too there's a loisa say, there's Rana Shal Hachios Ish Mishiva Ammimin K'tosh Yisachtu U'Mnei Adam Yisisum Avodah Zara. So there's a loisa say not to kill them. It's a Chaya Kol Neshama, don't let them live. And somebody who's over and he's not horeg, he's over on an essay. He's over in a loisa say. So the Rambam writes, he should have written. I was reading what I thought he should have written. He should have written overall essay of a loisa say. No, the Rambam only writes if he comes into your hand and you don't kill him, then you're over in a loisa say. But he doesn't say anything about an assay. He didn't say you're over in that say of hachrim tachrimim. So what's the pshat? And the Rambam also writes in Ochs Malachim that it's mitzvah lahachrim shiva ammimin, hachrim tachrimim. And if one doesn't, he's over to loisa say of loisa chaya kol neshama. Pelei plus. By Chagiga, the Rambam writes, if someone comes to the Azar on the first day and he doesn't bring his oila, so he's over on the mitzvah say, and a loisa say of loira panei reikam. But the Zayin Ammin, the Rambam makes a chiluk. So the pshat is that there's a chiluk between the essay and the loisa say. The Rambam writes in Ochs Malachim Perak Aleph Halacha Hey that the king is first supposed to fight a Milchemes Mitzvah. Perak Halacha Aleph. What's a Milchemes Mitzvah? Milchemes Shiva Amma, Milchemes Amalek, V'Yisrael Miyad Tzar. And for Milchemes Mitzvah, you don't need to ask Rishus from the Beis Din. Yotzei Me'atzma B'Chol Eitz V'Koifa Amlotzis. So you see Muvor Medivrei Rambam that this mitzvah of Hachrim Tacharimim that was said Legabe the Shiva Ammimin is still the Din Mulchama. And the Ikar Din Mulchama is by a king. Ein HaMelech Necham Tchila Milchemes Mitzvah. What's this Milchemes Mitzvah? Shiva Ammimin. So that's mutal on the king. And the Meila makes sense that since it's on the king, if somebody comes to a person, he doesn't kill him, he's not over in the essay. Because that's the king's job. That's the job of the nation. Hashem came the loisa say, loisa chaya kol neshama, that's a different. But Zundar Alav, that tells us that each individual, it's mutal not to be mechaya kol neshama. So that's the chiluk between the loisa say and the asay. But the asay is on the nation, the king, and the loisa say is on every individual. By Amalek, the Rambam says, Minu melech kodem l'chemes Amalek, Shem ra'ot tzitziva Hashem, shalach Hashem l'shach al melech, at alech v'kis Amalek, first you need a king, and then Mechiyas Amalek. So you see, lefi pshuto, that l'molchemes Amalek, you need a din melech. And that's what also is pshat in Mechilta. Sim ba'ozne Yehoshua, magid she'oisa yom nimshach Yehoshua. So the what this means is that he was nimshach l'malchus. And then it says that he should erase Amalek. Ein ma'amidin, the Rambam writes, Ochas malachim, malacha gimel, emadim malach b'tchila al pi bezdin, shim zikanim al pi navi, like Yehoshua, shemino Moshe Rabbeinu bezdino. So why was Yehoshua nimshach? Because Moshe Rabbeinu said that he has to fight Amalek. And since he has to fight Amalek, he needs a special minui. Alts melech. Ramban, ala Torah, parashas b'shalach. In kasher yeh melech b'yisoy yoshev al kisei Hashem yilochem b'Amalek. Uremez l'shol melech harishon v'chen midor l'dor ne'ema. Midor dor le'mor. Ki kol melech b'Yisrael chayv l'ilochem emat she'amusa. So again, it's a din in the king for all the generations. He says more in that mahalach. So the Gabe Muhammad is a din melech. So now we have it beautifully. But the Gabe the Shiva Ammimin, if he doesn't kill a person, it's like Sechaya Kol Neshama, that's personal. The Rambam doesn't say that the Gabe Mechiyas Amalek. The Mechiyas Amalek is only on the tzibur. It's a mitzvah essay. So the mitzvah essay by Mechamas Amalek is on the tzibur to erase Amalek. The mitzvah essay, the mitzvah lois essay by Shiva Ammimin, that's also on the community. But the essay is on the individual. By Shiva Ammimin, the loisesei loisechaya kol neshama is on the individual, and the essay is on the nation. So you have that by Amalek, the essay is on the Am. Amalek doesn't have a loisesei. And the same thing by the Shiva Ammimin. The essay is on the Am, and therefore if it's on the nation, on the king, and therefore if somebody comes and the person doesn't kill him, so then he's not mevatel an essay, because that's on the nation. But the loisesei of loisechaya kol neshama, that is al kol yochid v'yochid, and on that the Rambam says, bol yado, and he's lo hargo, he's over on loisesei. Okay, obviously this is if you look in the Franco Rambam, you will see in the back where they have the Ma'ar Makomos, just many copious Ma'ar Makomos on this topic of Shiva Ammimin and Amalek. So we'll give ourselves a bracha. And to have more shiurim to understand deeper these mitzvahs. And we should be zochel l'kar of mamish for lo yisa goyel goy cherev lo yom dol milchama. And we should be zochel to be as Mechiyas Kenu. Here v'yameinu, amen v'yamein. Shalom, shalom, sweetest and most beloved.